Howdy y'all, it's day 27 on the CT, and I'm gonna go recap day 25, but kind of like scan around to kind of show you what I'm hiking on now. It's kind of way up here. I'm supposed to get to the highest point on the CT, which is over 13,000 feet. I think it's 13.2 today, so that'll be fun. But anyway, I want to recap day 25. So I was camped right below the saddle for where you can take the trail up to the top of San Luis Peak, which is a 14er. And so I got up early in the morning. I think I got going around five or I think around 5. And got to the top of the saddle. After about an hour or so, I stashed my backpack behind some willows, and I basically just went up with what I had on me. I just had a jacket on, rain jacket, wind jacket, no water. I mean, it was just going to be like a mile. It is like 1,800 feet or so, I think. I haven't checked yet exactly how much. But I knew it was going to be pretty quick because it's basically just a hike. So I made it up to the top in less than an hour. Beautiful views. The sunrise was coming up as I was going up. So I did have to wear my headlamp up until, as I was going up, going up, I was able to turn off my headlamp. It was really beautiful up there. It's great views. And then real quick on the way down, there were a few people coming up as I was coming up that and they were just day hikers. So they had a long hike. I'm not quite sure how far it is. It's probably at least 10 miles round trip, if not more. So they had a big day for them. And then let's see. So grab my backpack. Oh yeah. And it was basically 32 degrees out when I started. And so one thing is the water filter that I have. It can't freeze. So if it freezes, it breaks and it stops working, and then you get all sorts of nasty diseases when you think you're filtering your water, and there's no indication that it's frozen. So I usually sleep with it at night in my sleeping bag. I had it in my coat pocket as I was heading up the saddle. I went to a lighter jacket because I knew it was going to warm up and I was going to be hot going up. So I just stuck it in my pant pocket just in case. I was pretty sure it was above freezing at that point, but you just can't risk it. So that is one thing I carried up. Oh, and some snacks and stuff, but just not much. Let's see. So the rest of that hike met a lot of day hikers coming up, some northbound CTers. Ran into some southbound guy now named T-Post, and he was telling me about a girl named Tiffany. Ooh, probably shouldn't use her name. Oh well. She'll probably never see this. Anyway, who was having a rough time. He had been like nursing her along. He had a lot of experience on trails. And apparently he caught up to her. She was like in the fetal position at the top of one of the passes or something. So not good, but she didn't seem to want to get off the trail. So very strange. And in fact, the couple that I had hiked with a little bit had hiked with her for a little while, and they had asked me if I had seen her. And so there was this kind of mystery, and I guess people were trying to, have you seen Tiffany? And I still haven't met her. I hope it sounds like she should quit, but I don't know. Maybe she's got the mental fortitude to make it through. But anyway, so that was kind of interesting. While we were talking, I was talking with T-Post, a hunter came up. So it was the first day of elk hunting season for bow hunting. Whew, okay, this is pretty cool. I'll just show this. It's kind of like a nice view of this. And that mountain across the way, I don't know what makes that color, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. So, we met the hunter, talked to him a little bit. He had a huge pack, and I was asking him, you know, like, what if you actually get one? How do you get it out of here? Because we're miles away from any way to get it. And he says he has friends with horses, so I guess they'd help him come get it out. But it's pretty crazy. I met quite a few elk hunters that day. So even a couple on horseback already. So that was cool. And I don't know how they do this trail. They might have been mules. I didn't look at them closely enough. I did take a picture so I can look back, but because some of this terrain is really rough. So it must be very sure-footed horses or mules. Lots of climbing on this day. I had to go up multiple saddles. It ended up being around 4,500 feet of climbing, probably more. Plus not counting the San Luis climb. And I ended up doing 19.7 miles, so almost 20, to get to the trailhead for Lake City. It's the Spring Creek Pass, Continental Divides there. Let's see. Oh yeah. So the coolest part of the whole day was, it was beautiful views above tree line for most of the day, was the Snow Mesa. So it's about 3 miles of relatively flat. It does kind of undulate, and there are creeks crossing it, so you do have to go some up and down. But just like this flat tundra, and with mountain views around, and in the distance, this really cool Sawtooth Range, which is actually, I think, some of that, like that colored mountain is part of that I was seeing yesterday. And in fact, the Snow Mesa is like way over in the distance there. It's kind of flat. Probably can't see it with this front-facing camera. It probably doesn't have the resolution. I don't know. But anyway, that was super cool. And the skies, there was some rain, no thunderstorms. It wasn't hitting me, but it was kind of scattered around, so it made the skies real dramatic. And then finally got to the edge of it, and then had to descend a couple miles down to the road. Fortunately, that was not too bad a descent, and I got a little bit of hail on me, real small, and a little bit of rain, but it was light. So, oh yeah, a lot happened a couple of days ago. So when I got to the trailhead, there was just no traffic on the road, and I was thinking I would try to hitch into Lake City, but I sat out there for a minute, and like one car passed for like in 30 minutes, and I was like, this isn't gonna work. So I went over, and there were a bunch of people camping in the day use area, and I asked some folks about it, and they were this super nice family. The husband was hiking the Colorado Trail. They had been doing trail magic all day at that trailhead, and the daughter had done the CT the year before with some friends, and one of those friends was there, at least maybe two. So they were nice. They gave me a grilled cheese sandwich, gave me a Gatorade, let me have some chips, and assured me it was fine to camp there. So I went ahead and pitched my tent there, thinking I'd just hitch in the morning. So that was pretty much, oh, and the nice thing, there was a pit toilet, very convenient. So that makes things a lot easier too. Don't have to go dig any cat holes. So anyway, this is probably running long, but it was an interesting day. And I think that's all for now. Bye.